Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from Phone Arena. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So, this one's a head scratcher for me. And this is over a period of time where I've seen more and more and more of these types of complaints. And now that we're heading towards the end of the year, I kind of wanted to shine a little bit of light on it because I've been seeing it over the place, all over the place. I've seen it on Reddit, I've seen it on Howard forums, I've had people privately message me and they're telling me we are having issues on the Verizon network. And we are not leaving Verizon to seek a cheaper price, but we're leaving Verizon to seek better network quality, a more reliable network. And that those are people that are going to AT&T and some have gone to T-Mobile. So, and then this article released today. So I wanted to talk about that a bit more because it's a head scratcher. It really is a head scratcher. I can't put any words to it what it could be. Everyone's experience is different. Some people could still be at large on the LTE network, which we know is constrained, congested. They're waiting for C-band still. Some of it could be a low band issue, right? I've had people comment in the comments that Verizon needs more low band. It could be a plethora of issues because everyone's experience is different. But it's now coming to light more and more. And it's people that are saying we joined Verizon back then because we knew that they had the best network and we knew we were going to get what we paid for. And they're saying back then we had the good network experience, but now that's not the case anymore. So let's look into this, and I'll leave a link to this in the description so you guys can check it out. Highly encourage you guys to check it out. So here's a comment from a person on Reddit. I just received a card from them begging me to come back. Verizon, talking about Verizon. Bring your bill from AT&T or T-Mobile and we will beat it. I can't believe they think I left because other carriers are cheaper. The sad thing is they fail to realize that their service is complete trash now. I think that's exaggerating. I was with Verizon for about 17 years and honestly used to be the best, not anymore. I think complete trash now is an exaggeration, but they are clearly disgruntled and they've had problems somewhere along the line. Then goes on to say that T-Mobile simply gives them better coverage and that reliability is something they are not willing to give up. From there, more users jumped in with the same experiences. Pricing isn't always the deal breaker. Dependable coverage is. That is such a crazy statement. And it's completely flip-flopped now as perhaps, even 10 years ago. Everyone used to join Verizon because of the dependable coverage and the reliability. Now, of course, we don't know the scale of this, but now those same people are joining T-Mobile and AT&T for that purpose, seeking better network quality. So here's the next one. My biggest complaint with Verizon is how they used to have such good signal, and now half the places I go, I can barely get a signal or it's slow AF. Something with the changeover to 5G, I think, but it's terrible. Again, everyone's experience is going to be different in this. And you got to think most of these people that are commenters, they are the average consumer. So they don't really know. They're just telling you that they're no longer able to do their day-to-day tasks as smoothly as they once were able to do. I was in the same boat and just switched over to T-Mobile. Have only ever had Verizon since the days I was on my parents' plan in high school. Since I've made the switch, I'm not constantly looking for Wi-Fi like I was on Verizon. That is crazy to see these types of comments. That is just crazy. And then there's more and more. So I'll leave a link to this so you guys can check it out, like I said. But this is just crazy. It's really a head scratcher. Because the evidence is just not there. Because we still have root metrics saying that Verizon is hands down the best across the 100 metros or however many are tested. So there is no real evidence. Like if we saw hey, Verizon is in third place across the board, in most of these markets now. So that's that's just crazy to me to now hear that. And it's just poor timing for Verizon because they've already been losing customers. They're in the middle of a complete revamp, and now they have to deal with this. And to top it off, you have T-Mobile with a huge national campaign, and it's a consistent campaign that they have the best network when you're having these customers that are dealing with these network issues. It's just really poor timing. But I just wanted to shine a bit of light on this. No network is perfect. So even you making the change, or if you're on the fence of moving from Verizon to T-Mobile, you may not have that much better of an experience on T-Mobile. It's just very area dependent. But it does look like the majority of people that are switching to T-Mobile, not only are they perhaps getting a better deal and a cheaper bill, but they're stating from an average consumer that they're now on a more dependable network, which is, I mean, that is crazy that people are now saying this in 2027, 2025, right? It makes sense looking at it from a bigger picture because T-Mobile is claiming the best network. So you want to see comments like that. But we all know T-Mobile still has a gap in overall coverage. They're still behind, not by much anymore, right? More on that later. They're closing that gap significantly quick. They're very quickly. So I'm thinking 2027, T-Mobile is going to be on par with anything competitively that Verizon and AT&T have today. So, I mean, there you have it, right? US Cellular is getting ready to be integrated more in 2026, more effectively, right? More sites, more US Cellular sites getting that T-Mobile equipment in 2026. I mean, just wow. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, right, 2015, that people today in 2025 going into 26 were going to make comments that they're leaving Verizon for a better network experience, I would have not believed you 10 years ago. But things change. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you've recently switched from Verizon to AT&T or T-Mobile and now have a better network experience. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.